Salutations upon all points of the shining triangle. Fuck. Okay, so I watched that Puscifer thing, which was fucking great. Totally got planked, because I was sure it was going to be a plank. So, I think that counts. So why talk about hiding eggs? Why is that a part of Easter? Why is there treasure scattered for kids to think about? What does it have to do with Christ's resurrection? Right? If he's the one, right? And if there were many eggs and whatever, Christ rose, whatever, okay? Are we on the same page? Does it have to keep talking? Jesus' resurrection concealed in generation, right? I guess you'd have to ask Mary, huh? Where did she hide the eggs? What's in the box? What's on the boat? Right, like that Rennes Le Chateau. I can't speak words. You know what it is, that chapel for Mary over in fucking place. The Holy Grail, the holy bloodline, royal blood, sang Grail. There it is. Words. The eggs are hidden throughout the garden so that the fox can't fucking eat them all. Assures survival. When the indigo children come. Boys and girls. Boy, I can't stress enough how exciting this is, because a fucking meth egg came to my house, woke me up, ranting and roaring about the Book of Acts, and I think it's because I told her about Philip K. Dick being consumed with it, and she started reading, and she did not make it 2 fucking paragraphs in before she had a problem with everybody giving up all their wealth and giving it to the church, which is the community that takes care of everyone. So, it's the one story of this person who didn't want to give up their fucking shit, right? No, they did. They did sell it. And I guess this is the first church. I don't know. I apparently never read the Book of Acts. I read more Gnostic texts, I guess, than I ever have the real Bible. But, dude, chapter not even... Is it 7? No. It's even before that, man. That's where I got to after reading that shit. Chapter 4 and 5 of the Book of Acts, she couldn't get past. Because, chapter 5 she couldn't get past. And it literally has a head note that just says what it is. Ananias and Sapphira, at Peter's rebuke, fall down dead. The 12 apostles work miracles. She couldn't understand why Ananias and his wife fell dead. And it's all about everybody sold their property, and him and his wife kept some of the money back and gave it to the rest to the church, and everybody else gave everything to the church. And the church gives you all your food, like you get your food from them, you get medicine from them, you get community there. And this is like right after Christ. So these are like, well, I think your dude's right. We're sorry, and he's dead. But whatever we can do to help, we'll do, right? And this is why these two fell dead, because in an example, I was like, they lied. That's why they lied. But it's more about the foundations of the church being solid, right? You don't have and they lied. Let's fucking, we'll just get that out of the fucking way. But it was, yeah. So you see what I'm saying? Everybody's waiting for a savior to come. Like, okay, think of the last thing Maynard them did for the live show for Existential Reckoning. You're not waiting for the aliens to come. As they're walking through that fucking arena thing, and it's like they're coming around, it's like they come to a place where it's like they're already there. Like, we're already here. We're just not applying stuff. It's literally the way your life is, because this is just your life. You just woken up. All the things you've done are totally fucked. It's okay. Friendly fire. Consequences, though, can't help that. But technically, it's okay. Other than, time and everything is gonna rip you a new one, depending on, what you've done. And that's where I'm stuck in this loop of the person, the rapist thing, the hurting the people thing. The idea of evil being able to corrupt good so easily, right? But the way light works is it doesn't matter what it is. Like, that scene in True Detectives when the fucking scarred fuck is painting the building, and the kid with the blue ball sees him for like what he is. It makes the dude powerless. That's why he gave them methamphetamines. It's why he gave his victims LSD. He wanted to make them believe that he's not just a little kid who got fucked. That he's the monster, Because I've heard people say that he's the Yellow King. He's not the Yellow. The Yellow King is an ethereal fucking Lovecraftian god. Like, in that, at the very end scene, that altar is technically an effigy of the Yellow God. It has skulls and horns. Whatever. Off topic, but not, because this sexual addiction thing is what's keeping the world in a bind. I think I focused too much on drugs. Like, obviously, myself. But the reason was to understand addiction. And I've been taking choke out of the whole equation, where the things that you would do as an addict, you mainly hurt yourself. You lie, cheat, and steal. You hurt everybody around you when you're an addict. But to have a sexual addiction, if you're not having sex with a partner who also has a sexual addiction, which most people aren't, I mean, a lot of people are, but typically, sex addicts have people with curious people. Like, I shouldn't speak about sex. I don't have it. I've had it, but I don't have it. This has been another binge of Sella, but see, you know, I think it gets easier the older I get. But maintaining has been hard. I had a prostate infection now. Anyway, Christ in the bushes, dude. Christ kids in the bushes. That's what this is all about. Fuck. I'm so tired right now. So, we're going to entertain the idea that there is holy blood, right? How many families would there be by now? Would it be like, say, like how like Jewish people keep it tight? Or would it be, because, you know, be fruitful and multiply. That's the whole thing. You start a bloodline, the idea is you keep it going. Which is exactly why I don't have a kid. Because if you, the idea of just willy-nilly having a kid is enough to make me want to stab you in the fucking heart. Because here's the thing. As a spirit, or whatever the fuck you want to believe, you get pulled into this world through sexual excitement. Thinking, this place must be really fucking great. They're even fucking down there. It's awesome. But like an elephant in a cage, you eventually stop fucking. Unless you want your children to be born in that same fucking cage. I'm not saying the world is a cage. I'm saying my life is. If I had a kid, they would be born into my life. Thus, a cage. If you're a person who thinks a kid is going to get you out of something, oh boy. I hope that kid fucking ruins you. Because they'll get you out of it. They'll get you out of whatever bullshit you think you're in and put you in a whole new world. This is why the only people at this moment, really, that are my friends, other than the few that I've had forever, are children. Because they're also forced to fucking be here. And don't quite understand why. It's also interesting that Puscifer Maynard decided to release that on April Fool's Day, being serious, wholly serious, on the one day everybody always takes this shit serious, finally makes a joke of things. That's how you fucking do it, man. I can't explain that. That's what That's why I shaved half my fucking head for 15 years. He would make a fucking video on April 1st. Yeah, it's alright, whatever. So, a lot of people getting hooked on certain things and they're feeling this momentum and they're like, yeah, man, shit's going down. It's finally going to happen. It's finally going to happen. And there's been people in the game that have been feeling that for fucking 30 fucking years. But you gotta understand you people who have been feeling this for 30 years, you were the first lightning bugs flashing, right? And then the other ones in the group saw you flashing and they start to flash. And then everybody starts to flash more and more in unison because their neighbor's flashing. And eventually it's a pulse. And you see a tree just lighting up at the original pulse that's been going for 30 years. It's the part where it's like a chaos when the sequence takes hold. When the sum of the whole becomes, when the parts of the whole sum up and become the whole. Am I saying the right words? When the parts become the whole. That's why people don't understand consciousness. They want to localize it. Whenever it's a series of programs built on top of each other doing different things that the ego governs and says is me, mine. I got it, I'm handling it, don't worry. But that part's barely doing anything. There's a fucking 1,000 other systems running. Neurons in heart, neurons in gut, nerves throughout your whole body. This is what I don't understand. You are in the matrix. And I've been thinking about this. I was bitching about people wanting to plug in the machine. I've talked about this with people. I think that's like the way people want it. It's bound to happen, and it's on the tree of life. It's actually predictable. The way, so creating a reality, you get more and more physical, and within that reality, once you get to the hardest thing, what do you do then? Once you hit bottom, where else is there to go? So it's like, but instead of going the way you came, you create a new path. So my optimist side would say that we're building up a more durable and physically interactable over multiple planes of existence. Like on the tree of life. Oh man, it's hard for me to explain. Astral plane, physical reality, virtual reality constructs. Right? So physical, virtual, astral. So some people go astral, some people go virtual, and there's the physical base. Right? That's the Puscifer, throw your hands up. I dick her down. Lovely. Lovely. Yeah. No. Yeah. No. Yeah. No. Lou, yeah. Lou, yeah. I never wanted them stupid sour grapes anyway. Silly wolf. It's always gonna be sour grapes with you, boy. Shit. You know, part of me didn't care that this was gonna get fucked up, but it hurts so bad to see it happen. Like, it's gonna be tattered. That's why I want to get that spray so that it's hard and it doesn't flake away as it tears. But it has a heart-shaped thing that's attached to it, so that it'll remain a heart. The heart of it will remain. Getting a computer soon. I think I'll be able to make this pattern so people can see what I see. Because I know I'm making a mistake. I know that it should look different. And then I can think about that. But you look at it, it's like, well, it almost looks like, well, yeah, it's like, it does almost, doesn't it? These fucking, anything that looks, see, but the tool army pattern makes things odd. So, yeah, that's why. Yeah, there was somebody at the chapel, I forget his name, he teaches at Omega. I was friends with him and everything. Fucking, I'm dumb, bad with names anyway, but, he, you know, was like, told me, why don't you just make, a cutout thing for your tool army sigil, like cut this out, make it so you can draw through it. Because I traced my circles, I told him from CDs, and then I would measure this pattern out. And he was like, dude, that's a lot of work. He's like, you could probably do it faster if you just use the straight line as a pattern. But at the time, it's like working with sacred geometry, measuring and placing lines and drawing them is sometimes like the whole point. Like, you can look at a picture off the internet, but to draw it and draw each line, it's a little bit different of a thing. Fuck the old Bridge Boys. Fuck Randy Travis. So, of like the 4 fucking Twitter posts I've ever made, I had to get back on Twitter and apologize. I don't know if I apologized. I might even have forgot to do that. I said I was wrong. But this dude was saying something about Maynard being a good leader, and I was like, no. He's a good, you know, like winemaker, musician. That's not a good leader. And after like a day or two of that, stewing in my head because I don't think about anything else other than everything constantly. So I realized part of me said it as the old school Tool response of "Don't look, busy," and the other part said it as he might have fucked my ex-girlfriend. Make him mad. And I don't know. She might have blew him at some show. She definitely blew somebody back there. She was gone for too long, boys. She was gone for too long. I gotta face the facts. And she even told a story that some of the chicks left when they turn the lights out, as in it got awkward. But you know, cool side, I told her to tell him hi, and by the story, she clearly did, because it must have been funny as hell. Because the face she made when she was like, because he was like, hi, you know? So I like to think now, years later, that I'm not consumed by rage, that she's blowing him like, oh yeah, Trav says hi. And he's like, oh yeah, okay, hi. Hello, he lied. Lie to me. But I had pictures, man. I wanted to give them. It was like we had Tool Army stuff at the time with a perfect circle letters with like a bunch of different shit. We would draw sigils up all the time. Which I might make shirts with this one guy and sell them, or wholesale them. But I gotta work something out with him where he sends money to the chapel or something. Some of the proceeds will be sent to their local chapel of Sacred Mirrors. Because otherwise, that's the only reason I'm not trying to sell stuff like that to begin with. For one, it's not my symbol. For two, sacred geometry I felt like is weird to sell. I don't know, I've always had a problem with selling art in general. But two, I forget what I was saying. Fuck money is all I can think of. Oh, if I did do something, it would be cool to have it affiliated with the chapel, because they're affiliated with Tool, and it's just like, whatever. Art for art's sake. Okay, I don't care though. I mean, I tried to teach everybody how to draw this as soon as we figured out how to draw it. If you were on Tool Army back in the day, I used to make posts about it, which I can only imagine how confusing that was. Talking about drawing sacred geometry is weird. So where's my honeycomb? Some Mario crackers. Yeah, I think this was from Tool Show. A couple of the bracelets you see on that staff are from Tool Shows. Like a bracelet for the pit. You know. This looks old as hell. This might be from the first Tool Show. That would be really old. It's the bullet from my pap's funeral that I missed because I stayed in fucking Florida. Or I was in Florida when it happened. I could have came back, but I don't know. I should have talked to him before I left. Oh, and my piece of shit dad, hi dad, puts his fucking mom, my pap's wife, in the home and moves away a few years ago and doesn't even fucking tell me. Nah, I don't know. There's a lot of fucking things a man can do that'll make me think he's a piece of shit. Abandoning your children is there, and written on the same line with that is your family in general. Like, put them the fuck down. You know, I know that sounds weird, but don't put people in a fucking box and leave them, man. Fucking kill me before you ever do something like that. I'll tell y'all right now, I don't want to. I feel like it half the time. I'm not bitter. Cold silence just has tendencies. And like, fuck Frankie, who gives a shit about that? Oh, never mind. Never mind. About putting your fucking eggs in a basket. Oversee. Oh shit, dude. American Gods. Did you fucking ever see that shit? Boulder. Fucking Tech Boy. It's my favorite, but dude. I've been drawing this picture. I don't have it now because I took it to my sister's of a dude at the with the roots of Yggdrasil. Because like I'm going to draw. It's like a tree that's destroyed, growing out, and I was going to draw it burned. And there's like fucking water and fire and a bunch of shit all around it. It's like I was just making elemental things at the time. But at the end of the show, American Gods, the dude who's like Balder is sacrificing himself in a tree that he thinks to become a god, basically, to kill his human self, get the lead out, and it's also resurrecting Odin, his father, because it's a vigil for his father, who died. But Odin set this all up. He's a war god. He wants to have fucking Ragnarok come. So, as Balder dies as a human, Odin's resurrected as a god, and the season ends and shit. But it's dude getting the branches of the tree all going into him and shit. He's like hanging on the edge. It just happens now. I just started watching that show. I didn't even know it existed until this year, and I was able to grind 3 seasons practically. I had to wait for a couple this season, but dude. What it is show, what I'm talking about is the collective unconscious is not even unconscious anymore. I'm talking about the collective, like meme culture or something. I don't know what it is, but information is moving so fast between everybody that if you're creative at all, you're working on the thing. Because all the iterations, you know, like there's a million failures before the thing that's popular comes out. That's why, like, a lot of people are like, well, that's kind of like my idea, man. And it's like, yeah, it kind of was your idea. Your idea, mine, ego, again, mine. So, that's what I'm saying, people are confused about what consciousness is. This is consciousness. You are a tool being used by it. Stop fucking getting in the way by letting this tell you otherwise. We are one. All of it. There's not a fucking part of this that isn't part of us. That's why we're allowed to do all this shit with it. That's why if the best you got is raping fucking kids, good. Good for you. You have really stuck it to the man. You've really fucking dethroned God by jerking. Yeah, murder. The worst things we've done. Whatever. I don't care how you want to turn this on me. Us. Great job. You're winning, son. You really fucking... Yeah. Really. I do hate you. But I just happen to know how you were made. And more than that, I'm beginning to understand why you do what you do. Which makes you even less threatening. And I know that's why you guys try to get outsource. Because you think you're breaking the loop, right? There's no way that you could be, associated with another lineage, right? Like, these are different people. It's hard to explain. They think they're outsourcing innocence because their own fucking pool has run dry. So you take from another tribe. But there is no other tribe. Earth has a sample size of 1. And Mars, whatever. Life has come and goes. Like what, heliocentric. We come from the outside, move the way in. Where life allows. I don't care how you get to it. But oh man. The universe is a sample size of 1. There is no fucking... That's what I'm getting at. There's no amount of distance you can go that this isn't applicable to what I'm talking about. That's why that's why you communicate with weird shit and weird drugs. They are as close to you as you are to an idea. Like in heaven, or in the older, okay, like time, space. No time, no space means things aren't separated by time, space. They're separated by likeness. Like, cleanliness is godliness, whatever is a saying. To each their own. This place is an illusion because it makes it look like everything. It's not. Okay, Amaya. It's difficult for me to say things because it's going to contradict one conversation to another. That's where all my friends get like, oh, but you said the fucking other thing. It's like, yeah, I did say the other thing. We were talking about something else. Those are the words to make that. That's what I was saying for that. That's why when I tell people to be truthful, I don't mean say the same thing over and over and over again. I mean, say the truth. If the truth is the same thing, say that. But you see what I mean? Like how you feel. It's not the same all the time. So to say you feel fine all the time, that's what we call an example in the business here. Fuck am I even talking about? I'm just so tired, guys. Travie, I'm tired. I need you to just do the not talking thing, dude. You keep saying you're gonna not talk. I triple dog dare you. I bet you. I bet you can't. I bet he couldn't do it. I bet you anybody watching would agree. That kid couldn't shut the fuck up to save his life. To save his life. So what does a holy bloodline hidden in the masses, what does that amount to for the rest of us, though? What is the story of Easter? Like, what are we doing, guys? Do you know? Are you aware of the plan? Is there a plan? Or are we just winging it? Just a question. Like, I posed the question to my buddy, what do you think Maynard is singing and saying all this stuff for? And basically, he said it's not serious. It's to send a good and positive vibe to the world. As in, like, Christ is an example. He could be saying about anything. Well, that's not exactly what he said. I'm kind of paraphrasing. Because we were talking about faith and belief, and I was saying there's a difference. And the church has used faith in conjunction with belief to supersede what the church was meant to do for the faithful, which was protect them. That they're supposed to be the shield, sanctuary for the hungry, like America is literally supposed to be like a new church, in the sense that we would feed, clothe, we said that in the Constitution, but it's part of ancient traditions that if you're the source of power, you protect the powerless, and thus all work you know, for each other. This is why wealth is stupid. Resource management is the only way forward from here. And those who are wealthy should work on that. That's the irony. No one else can do it. Like reclaiming trash, man. God damn. Like we recycling in the sense, like when you say recycle, you see something in your head of things getting churned and made into the thing again. That's fine, but we need to start recycling everything, like reusing it, recycling it into another use. Like that's literally half of the art things that I've ever made have been shit I find and I just put it together. Like clearly these nuts and stuff like that I find, but dude, I have a couple things in the work that are gonna be pretty cool, but oh man, I don't know. I just don't have room to build shitload of sculptures of fucking reused garbage and stuff. That's why I do a lot of garden stuff, because you can get away with tearing a yard up and reshaping it. Can I get a... You stupid bitch. Why? Dude, I've gotten burned so many fucking times. I say I'm fireproof, but I just have really thick skin. But dude, you get this shit falling on you, you're no bueno. I have a scar. You probably can't see it. Oh yeah, you can. That was from a dude putting hot glue. He was a Pentecost dude, so he of course prayed for me to heal after he did it, but we had to pull it off. Like, oh man, it was fucking thick, dude. Thick fucking glue, man. So when I feel that, burning's an interesting thing. Because pain is to let you know there's damage there. Hurts. Loud noise. It's like a loud noise for your skin. Like thought. Thought means, what? Yeah. But, I don't know. I don't like being burned. But, it's not the worst thing. No, because it is the worst thing. Because it's just pain. But once you realize that, it's less. Plus, I got like, dude, just get some lavender. Everybody says aloe. Lavender. And then you can put some, you know, aloe and shit. I don't have any up here. I'll put some more. I got some somewhere. Yeah, we're alright. What it hurts the most is it fell one where I hurt myself digging in the fucking ground. I was fucking like frozen the other day. So, kind of a question. Maybe I'll ask the permaculture guys. So that hole outside. Oh man, I gotta show you my hole. We don't have time, are we? Shit. I'll make another video. But before I fill it in, it's pretty fucking hilarious. Hey. I wonder if we can see it. No. You can't see the bottom. digging it out by hand. Well, if you've seen any of my other videos, you know that. But this is my car, yeah. This isn't the after. I had one from before sprung. I'm gonna have one for after. Trying to get everything situated. Oh, I'll show you something else. Future Trav did it, maybe. Remember digging that shit up? Now it's in front of my window. You don't know where it was. See, I'm gonna put sticks and stuff around this too now. I might still extend it. They're gonna be clearly separate pieces. But I'm trying to set them all together. I'll make one for each Sephiroth. So there's a fucking pipe that came out to my yard. I put them rocks there, but it's just been like in the ground for I don't know how long. So I dug it out. And them birds on a red bud. Hi guys, what are you guys doing? They come and talk. They come and tease my cats, actually. Alright. Sunrise. Everybody comes. By the way, if anybody does watch these, there's eventually gonna be an edit coming out soon of like a bunch of shit. Like if I've ever said anything in any of the videos worth hearing or making fun of, I'll probably put them in a cut. So you don't never have to. Well, the idea kind of was to make people suffer through it, not make people suffer. Make people understand that, like, people making videos, it's like they're showing the cool parts. You know what I mean? Like, you do so many takes. If you want to read a script, they got a fucking teleprompter or some shit. I don't know how half of some people do it. Like, I'm assuming they're reading from a computer that has a teleprompter that moves at a certain speed because they're able to not touch anything. So since Trav don't have a computer, he doesn't know. See, I'm a 36-year-old asshole who's lived off the planet. Alright, you want to talk about off the fucking grid? That's cool. But I wouldn't say that's exactly what I did. I just did not live like you, any of you. Trying to work this out. Say there's going to be a new way to do this, and it can't be working to work, right? If you need help, I'll help you. I'll come help you right now. What do you need help with? But I'm not going to work to make money so that I can afford a house, so that I can work to make money. And I think this is where we talk about the homeless. They're not homeless because they want bums. Bill Hicks said it best, they're bums, right? Like, on a fundamental level, they reject the system, mainly because of drug use and psychopathy of some kind or another. And it makes it so that it, like, out west, they gave all them people houses, but you have